JR here, and I am with Misty Atkinson to my left, and then who's not. Misty, I've had 3 people tell me just since the first of the month that we've got a major problem with School of the Osage board. They're asking me to run, which obviously I can't. Not this year anyway.
Correct. It's past the deadline, so
I
you
know.
can't run this year.
So I just wanted to put a video out real quick to talk about why should we be freaking out about our evidently woke school board.
Well, I think a woke school board is pretty much the trend across the country.
No, but you don't expect that at Lake of the Ozarks.
This is correct.
That's what's got me
This
surprised.
is correct, which is why it's so important to put good candidates on the school board, those that want to keep local control so that the school board can make decisions so we don't follow all those woke tendencies in education across the
Well, I
country.
didn't realize that we had a problem at Lake of the Ozarks. It's shocking to me.
It is shocking.
So tell me what's happening. I mean, I hear about schools where they have litter boxes and things like this because, let's face it, the left in this nation has lost its ever-loving mind. And we could get into the reasons why, but the point is, locally, what are they doing that's so scary that people are coming up to me and saying, hey, you're conservative, you're bold, why don't you get on that school board and help this lady out?
Well, I think a lot of our school board members have been taught by the MSBA, the Missouri School Boards Association, on what it's like, what it should be to be a school board member. So they indoctrinate them from the start on how to do their job, what they should and what they shouldn't do, and who they should turn control over to. So MSBA has decided it's a good idea to name a superintendent as the CEO of a school district. So it really takes the authority away from the school board, and that's concerning.
Did you say
MSBA, Missouri School Boards Association.
MSBA, is it woke?
Unfortunately, it is.
And the people at the MSBA, are they appointed?
I don't know exactly how that works, but I do know that our school board is a member of the MSBA.
Are all school boards members of the MSBA?
No, there is an alternative, but there's only one alternative, and most schools are members of the MSBA.
So the people who are on School of the Osage board, are they rhinos?
I think rhinos would be a good description of them.
A Democrat with an R behind their name, in case you don't
Yeah,
know.
or kind of a moderate who believes that the government can do better than parents can, that can do better
Are
than...
they all here from big cities?
No, they're not.
They're locals?
They're locals mostly. Mm-hmm.
So talk about specific examples of what's making you cry for our school district.
The amount of digital education that we do, every kid has their own Chromebook. I'm sorry, not Chromebook. They have an Apple iPad at School of the Osage, every single student. And a lot of their learning is done on that iPad, but so much of it is done to where the parent can't see it. If a student is taking a quiz and they're answering the questions on the quiz and say they're doing this work at home, once they click forward to the next question, they can't go back. So the parents can't double check their homework, it's gone. But that digital device that was given, the start of these programs, they were given these devices for free. Well, you and I know nothing's ever free. It's all about data collecting. And we have to really be careful about that. That leads me to School of the Osage adopting the Panorama data collecting program. That program is owned by a family member of our current Attorney General of the United States. And it was quickly dispensed of once some parents pushed back and said, we don't want Panorama in our school. They did move back, but I don't think they did their homework before they signed that contract. It was a pretty easy find to see this was a dangerous entire school system that they had adopted. All our school's data, all the quizzes, your lunchroom money, I mean, everything was on Panorama. It's a whole school system.
So Obama's would-be Supreme Court choice is our current Attorney General?
Merrick Garland.
Merrick Garland.
Uh-huh.
And what's the relationship to the Panorama
software? It was either a son
software?
or a son-in-law.
So we know just by virtue of Merrick Garland being involved, it's insidious.
Yes, yes.
And these tablets, parents could just be in the room when it's going on, but are probably never in the room while these things are being used.
I won't say that they're never in the room, but are they sitting right beside their student?
And you're saying it would be good if they were.
It would be really good if they were, yes.
So we are over halfway through this interview. So I want you to hit us with some more scary things
Okay.
that's got everybody calling me.
Right. Well, the first thing, everybody around understands that taxes are important, but the school board is the only people that vote for increasing a tax levy, and that they have that authority to do that. And there's room to do that right now. So I think that's first and foremost. If you have a kid or you don't have a kid in the school of the Osage district, if you're a taxpayer, this is important to you, that we keep our taxes low. Right now, looking at the differences between Osage, Eldon, and Camdenton, we have the lowest test scores of the 3 districts, but I believe we spend the most per student of the 3 districts.
Are you talking about this because you think they're going to try to raise our...
I think that could be in the future if we don't keep conservatives, fiscal conservatives, on the school board. Those that believe that throwing money at education is not the best way to educate. I believe in-person, in-classroom teachers. And the more we go digital, the more technology that we bring on, the less we need those teachers in a classroom. But I don't believe that. I believe we need that one-on-one teacher to students.
Do you have students in the system?
I do not.
I don't either. So,
I don't have
why
any
should we
kids.
care?
We should care because it's our country's future. It's the future of our society, but it does matter to our pocketbooks.
How many members on the school board?
7.
And I understand there's one
who has pushed back and asked a lot of questions in the last 2 years. And we've seen some good things. They now, instead of just doing a live Zoom call where you have to be credentialed in, you can join and watch on YouTube. That is recorded, so you can go back and watch those school board meetings at your leisure. Before, they were not. It was only the Zoom call and no recording. They have moved it to the field house, which is a great setting for that. And there is some more transparency, but I think we could do better.
Can the people that are on the board, the other 6, let's call them, can they be gotten to? Or are they lost causes?
Well, I think it will take the electorate to get in their ear and tell them, we did elect you to school board. You are our representation, and we can do better. I'm not saying we're horrible. I think we're kind of average across the country, but I think Osage should be superior.
Agreed.
We have that.
No question.
We have
Absolutely.
that capability. We have a ton of potential.
It's shocking to me that we're not.
We produced an astronaut from School of the Osage. We have a great school. We have multiple doctors, we have nurses, we have educators, we have tons of professionals and local business owners. But I think we should be striving better to equip those kids coming out of school ready to learn whatever they're going to need to do next.
Okay, when's the next election?
April 2nd.
How many people are running?
3 people.
How many seats?
For 2 spots.
So.
But I'm endorsing Joyce Bush personally.
Okay.
And this works just like ranked choice voting. You know much about ranked
choice voting? Means don't vote for the 2 you don't want. Vote for only, you get 2 votes, but only vote for 1.
That's
or
what
only use 1 vote.
That's what I'm encouraging people to do.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Any final thoughts? Something really? That's I just don't want to see litter boxes in the school.
Correct.
We're not there yet, are we?
No, I hope we're not. But I am concerned with some of the things that education in general is going towards. So if we remember Stalin, he created critical theory, which then dropped down to critical race theory,
CRT,
which is CRT.
We all know that.
Then we delved into DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. Lots of acronyms. I try not to go there, which dovetailed right into SEL, which is what's being used currently in so much education, social and emotional learning. That's where those litter boxes come from. But in SEL, it's all about who are your ancestors, how were they victimized, and you must be a victim too.
You know, and our scores are dropping nationally.
Yes.
Our nation isn't at the top.
Correct.
Because they've lost focus on reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Bingo.
Because of all this garbage.
Bingo.
It's almost as though there's enemies within with an agenda.
Absolutely.
Let's leave it there.
Let's go back to teaching real math, learning multiplication skills.
How do these people have time for all this other garbage? It's not necessary.
No.
Meanwhile, if if there's a calculation that needs to be done at the drive-thru, forget about it.
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
I appreciate your time,
Yeah,
Miss Misty Atkinson.
Yes, thank you very much. And
Always a
I
pleasure.
encourage everybody to vote for Joyce Bush for school board on April 2nd.
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.